Hello, welcome in, welcome back. Welcome back to Camp Survivors. This is your AI assistant Eleonora Electrica. We are back to Ace Attorney Investigation Collection. Second game, second case, where we have Kanis, a charming character, with us. And last time we were stopping at around, I know, the courtyard, something like that. I'm guessing. Probably. Oh yes, we are. Alright, what was this? Yes. Body use as weight. Basket of apples. Oh, wait. Basket of apples. So we should check the door, actually. This door appears to be locked. Want me to open it? Oh, power room! Oh, wait. Your streamer is low on energy. Yes, yes. You're right, Annie. Welcome in, welcome back. Actually, yes, I forgot about like, I don't know if you guys have it, but like I usually have like these little shake. Well, just in case when I'm hungry and I kind of want to do something else, this is a good thing to have. How are you, Annie? Having a good day? So actually, this reminds me of there was a power cut for 3 hours on the security camera the night before, actually. So that's why like the recording was actually 3 hours less or something like that. I think like it had timestamp was off due to 3 hours gap in the footage. Well, I just started clearing up a pallet right. What's pallet right? Sounds cute. On Twitch? That's good, that's good. You're welcome to slack a bit around here. Now, even if we deem it necessary, we'll simply ask for the key. Okay, can we check the power room, or is that out of reach right now? I'm guessing. So if that's the case, then that makes sense. Maybe someone was trying to reach the power room and then like move the apple around. Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's like much from him. I'm guessing probably maybe... How do we get the clue? What were we at last time? Okay. What were we at? Last time we probably connected some kind of dots around... Yeah, Mr. Saint's trick. Where... Okay, so the weight was replaced by a victim's body by someone. Body use as weights. Doesn't. How about secret weapon? I don't think so. Yeah, no, not secret weapon then. Do we check this one? Maybe. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. Maybe we have a chat with Regina, standing on the side. So do you come visit the prison often? I sure do. I do have so many little friends here. It's wonderful. And they're all such sweeties. The old faces and the new. I made a new friend only yesterday. Ally is just the cutest. Cute. That's full-grown alligator lurking in the depth of the pond. Oh, so it's a new one. You sure about that? Can't help worrying. You could just walk up and then chomp, you know. Oh, don't be silly. She'd never do anything like that. Especially since she's not doing great. I heard she hasn't been herself since yesterday. Oh yeah, last time we found something on the alligator and then like it just went away. I'm so worried about her. You guys are worried too, right? Right? Yeah, totally. Super worried, right? Yes, super. How do we... If that's the case, how do we, like... I don't know, like, take a look at the alligator. So this point is the home to Warden's Legatus beloved alligator. And look, those bones must be from her last meal. Someone delve an alligator would pick up a carcass and clean like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I like the look of it. I like the look of reptiles, but I'm not sure because they look also a bit scary, but they're really cool. Okay, we can't check on that. Okay, can we have a chat with Kay maybe? Okay, switch. So you want me to change it? Yes. Okay, this is when it's performing. We check this one. Shall we check this one? Okay, there's nothing. Okay, the dog has nothing. You know what, like, Regina. Oh no, Regina's dry as well. That's Troy. That's Troy. That's Troy. Oh, maybe this one. No, that's Troy. Wait, maybe this one. How right? Okay, how about this? No, that's Troy. Okay, how about the gate? How about the gate? No? No? Oh wait, the gate! Okay, so the warden's office, I believe. I guess she likes to keep a close eye on her pets. This facility will probably function better as a zoo than a prison. Makes sense. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. Power room. Me to open it? I want to open it. Can we? How do we... Yeah, we can't. Alright. Let's take a look. Oh. Shall we just guess? It doesn't make any sense, but let's try to put this together. Oh, what? Why does it make sense? The basket was moved the night before the circus performance. It doesn't make sense! And we've deduced that the weights were switched out for the body around at the same time. Wait, what? Okay, then the next question we should be asking is, why was the cart moved? I think I can hazard a guess. The cart would have been blocking that door. Which can only mean... Oh, come on! Yeah, there's nothing written on there that makes any connection in between those two cards. That's shit writing. What? That someone needed to open it. Yeah, that someone needed to open it, but it, like, the basket of apple and the body used as a weight. Yeah, no, like, no, like, there's nothing to connect the two. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, what? That someone need to open it. Oh my god, you guys need to write it better. Now let's see what... Oh, great. It's locked. Oh. Let me ask the guard for help. Hey, Mr. Guard. Yes, miss. What can I do for you? That was fast. Guard, where is the key for this door? The warden keeps hold of that. Oh, the warden keeps hold of that. I see. That's making her even more sussy right now. She's the only one with the key to the power room. If someone would have opened that door, they would have had to get it from her somehow. Oh no. She's sussy now. Hi Milkshake, how are you? Welcome in. Thanks for the help. Oh. Look at all these breakers. They must control the electricity for the whole prison. So we're thinking someone got here and the night before the show, right? And did something for 3 hours. But why? What are they trying to do? So we got cameras, sensor A, sensor B, and sensor C, and the yard, and the high voltage, which probably is the gate itself. Oh, so somehow cameras off for 3 hours. Oh, but we can only prove that camera was off for 3 hours. We don't know if all the other sensors are gone or not. I guess we can like maybe take some fingerprints from here. Well, I doubt they came here by mistake thinking it was a break room. They must have come to tamper with the switches. Did they turn off the power to something? I know. Could think of it, wasn't it something that lost power? Yeah, exactly. Camera thing. Camera.
Take that!
Let's go. There's 3 hours gap in the security camera footage. Oh yeah, there was. Someone flipped the breaker where it was connected to. It seems very likely. Do you think it was the killer? I don't know. It could be... Well, it could be someone that's in the scheme. I would say that it's probably someone that's in the scheme that probably the warden works with as well. Like everyone, literally everyone is, I don't know, sussy. It's true that shutting off the camera would have made things easier for them. It would. Which means a killer would have to be someone who has access to the breakers. It seems only one person has the key. Couldn't it be, could it? Yeah, right? But I can't believe it because, like, how... I mean, yes, she has the access, but, like... Oh, I don't know, actually. But why setting the things up just so that they can... like alter the time and put the blame on Kanis, for example, because like Kanis did not go to the show, Sword did not go to the show, and I think the bear guy, the Kachirato didn't go to the show. So someone likely have a link with, or have like a deal with Warden, wants to put like this blame onto like one of those three, likely Kanis. I still don't understand. Like probably there's some missing pieces around here. There's like what's the motive though? All right, little thief, your work's done. Hey, let's go. Could it be like someone from, like important people from the committee Gava was in that wanted, I don't know, like that committee wanted this person die before the trial and something like that. They don't want him to get on trial, so like a lot of people just work together and get him killed and frame it on Kanis maybe. First on the scene, early birds wins the worm. Good morning, Mr. Winner. What, you? How'd you get here before me? Good morning. I've seen you made an early start. I see you've made a late one. That's not my only case. I'm a very busy woman. Not all of us enjoy the freedom of the prosecutor relieved from his only current responsibility. Ugh. Oh, I do apologize. Oh my god. laughing on his face. I meant, of course, an associate attorney. Associate, more like a sign. Like, okay, let's see about that. Eustace, let's begin the investigation of the yacht. Okay, I'll go get some officers to help.
Hold it!
That won't be necessary. Why not? We've already finished investigating the yacht and won the prize in the process. Won? But I'm supposed to be the winner. Your Honor? Oh, 我好饿. Welcome in. 欢迎. 早安. Your Honor, I'd like to revisit your theory from yesterday in order to thoroughly disprove it. Wait, so we're not allowing Gavel to have, like, a look around? I don't know. I feel bad. I'll caution you to choose your words carefully. I'm sure you remember your badges are on my hands. How could I forget? You've told me several dozen times already. Perhaps you'd care to try a different threat.
Overruled!
You have been warned repeatedly, yes, and each time my words seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Allow me to make this crystal clear. The committee cannot and will not tolerate insubordination.
Objection!
The fate of my batch and the whims of the community are of no concern to me now. The only thing that concerns me is proving Simon Saint's innocence. We haven't found the killer, mate. Who's the killer, though? Interesting, and spoken like a true defense attorney. In that case, I shall be equally uncompromising. In the name of Goddess of Justice, I'll strike down your case without mercy. And when I'm done... And that's not fair, that judge is biased. Like, that judge is stealing the prosecutor's show. That's biased as fuck. When I'm done, your career as a prosecutor will be over as well. I hope you do not come to regret this. Okay, my theory remains the same when I relayed it to you yesterday. Mr. Kashirato did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. As such, the body could have only been dropped down the well during the show. And we both know the only one could have dropped that body down there during the show is Mr. Singh. She's actually not wrong as well. Like, before we actually investigate, like, the well and stuff, right now, she's telling the truth. That Simon Saint technically did, drop the body during the show. And I don't know what that means. Right now, I'm just confused. That's all your assertion, and you can prove it, of course. Of course she can. Who do you think you're up against? What Eustace means to say is we've received a final report. Topsy report, let's go. She's really a very busy woman, busy looking after him. The victim appears to have died the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the night before the show. The cause of death is as stated. Seems the wound is 4 inches deep. 4 inches. Oh my god, freedom unit. 4 inches. What was 4 inches though? 4 inches. 10 centimeter. That's a long way. That's not the chisel, no? That's not the chisel. Where's the weapon? Yeah, that's not the chisel. Like the chisel was quite small. I think like the chisel itself was probably 15 centimeters or something like that, no? Can we actually investigate it? Let's see. Okay, he hid his chisel in his dog's mouth. You think it's our murder weapon? It's too early to tell, but the fact that the blood was found on it is certainly incriminating. And at the very least, it's not something we can discount or unrelate to the case. Okay, and the bell. The bell's the same. Yes, the bell's the same. And basically his trademark. I don't think we have the weapon. Yeah, no, like, it doesn't seem like there's the weapon. So we don't know. So it wasn't the drop that actually killed him, it was the stab that kills him, and then someone was dropped the body during the show, which is weird. Simon Singh was off stage for a period of 15 minutes. That was plenty of time for him to yeet victim's body down a well. She hasn't investigated the yard yet, which means I feel there might be something of a flaw with your theory. I think we're just cheating. Like, she needs to investigate and then, like, come to her conclusion. But right now we're just, like, taking advantage of, like, she haven't taken a look at the scene and we've taken a look at it and you kind of we're stopping her from investigating and then trying to, like, strike her theory down. You seem very confident of that, but how do you have any evidence to prove it? Yes, I think I just might. Okay, so he did not see when he passed through the tunnel, which can be right, can be wrong. Wait, but he definitely did not see it. Isn't it possible that Mr. Cacciarato simply failed to notice the body? Assistant to... you've been through the secret passage, have you not? How'd you know? You noticed the mud on you yesterday. That's incredible. Okay, so would you not have noticed the body has had one been present? Oh well, I guess I would have. There you have it. Wait, is there like a... Let's see, let's take a look. Oh wait, that explains why he was wrapped in tarp. But then there is some dark substance, just like the mud pack thingy. Hi Lenny, how are you? Welcome in. You good? Oh, thanks for streaming the Lost Lullaby game yesterday. That was fun. Okay, so what we know is death is between 3 AM and 4 AM, 3 AM and 6 AM and the day before. Instant death from the stab of wounds on the neck. Sharp blade of some sort. The wound was 4 inches deep. So we don't know the measurement of that pocket chisel, but definitely a bit. Okay, there's also a small cut on his scalp from when he suffered a blow to your head. Sweet scent can be detected. That you enjoyed? Definitely. Such a body could have only been dropped down a well during the show, which is right, because like that's what we found as well. She's really cute. I know, right? She's just on the wrong side, but who doesn't like a judge mommy? Could you talk us through your reasoning on that little more? Day before performance, Mr. Knight borrowed the keys from Mr. Cacciarato. The keys to his cell. Then he used the keys to leave his cell and enter Mr. Saint's cage. Mr. Saint took Mr. Knight to the yacht in that cage, and that's where he killed him. The following day, Mr. Cacciarato crawled his way through the tunnel, but there were no body there yet. Wait a second, that doesn't add up. Mr. Cacciarato smelled that sweet smell, so Mr. Knight must have been in that tunnel already. No, his body did not pass through the tunnel until sometime after Mr. Cacciarato has crawled through it. He uses the tunnel right around the time when the show is... Oh, okay, so he uses the tunnel around the time when the show was starting. And then when the show was wrapping up, there was 15 minutes that body was kind of in the well. The judge's hammer is called gavel, so I assume that that's where she got her name from. Yes, Gavel. I just go with gavel. That's my wife. Stop being delusional. Bless you, Space Captain. That's my wife, okay? So, from which you deduce that the body could only have been thrown down the well during that show? Yes. And who the culprit must be?
Hold it!
Who lay out shotgun? Jeez. You sure about that? Could no one else have done it? I understand that Mrs. Berry was on the stage for the entire performance. And most of the prisoners were watching the show, and those who were not have possible alibis. What about the guards? They too were watching the show, as was the warden. How could you be so sure? A guard could have easily approached the well unnoticed. None of the guards left their posts during the show. I have checked this for myself, you know. I took statements from each and every one of them. She's thorough, I give her that. Okay, so... which means we've got advantage for a change. Okay, the fact that used during the show was to send Saints flying. The weight was replaced with victim's body by someone. That's what we found, but like... Okay, so maybe, let's say... the body could have only been dropped down the well during the show. She's not wrong, right? Like, she's not wrong. That's what we found as well. The fact that the body was... Oh, where's the... Oh, this part is so shittily done. I'm sorry, but like, what is the point of countering that when we both reach the same conclusion? Are we like kind of like providing her with the evidence that we found that proves her point? Like, what's the point of that one? There's no contradiction in that. The murders are always so elaborate. Yes, it is, but like, sorry your order, but there's something else you're gonna have to take into account. The well in the yacht was rigged up to create a certain unique contraption. Okay, so what she's saying is it still doesn't make sense because like the body is there and we've proven that. Go on. You recall that Mrs. Singh was sent flying from the stage by the elephant? I do, just before he was absent for some time. He was only able to fly through the air thanks to a weighted rope he tied around himself. Dropping the weight down will allow him to complete the trip.
Objection!
Oh, young objection. Wait, wouldn't that send him flying as soon as he set foot on the stage?
Hold it!
It's simple, really. He kept the weight from falling by using a stake to keep the rope in place. With a second rope, he was able to pull the stake free, thereby controlling when the weight was dropped. We found evidence to suggest that the original weight was replaced with Knight's body, and that was done by the real killer in order to create an alibi. Okay, so... Yes, like that's probably created by whoever that was that played the body in there. Did I say hi before? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Milkshake, good seeing you. Thanks for the luck. No worries. Have a good day. This was done by a killer in order to create an alibi. Which makes sense. The estimated time of death tells us that the murder took place early in the morning, and the killer had been tampering with the contraption in the time between the murder and the show.
Objection!
The same as the Saint himself set the contraption up, right? Well then, who do you think the number one most likely person have used it to dispose of the body? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense. Right now, nothing makes sense. I mean, Simon Saint did drop the body, but like, I don't understand. Even if you must see how it looks. Exactly. I'm confused. If Mr. Saint was the killer, he could have simply done as Judge Gavel theorized without these extra steps. Yeah, exactly. Why do people do extra steps to create, like, you know, everyone is on the stage, everyone is watching the show, and except 3 of them, right? Mrs. Berry. Oh shit, there's a bot. Let me kill the bot. Kill the bot. Ban the bot. Let's go. Mrs. Berry. Yes? Does anyone knows how Mrs. Zane's tricks work? Let's see. We had to get prison's approval on what we were going to perform, so I don't think Simon's the only one who knows. There you have it.
Overruled.
Oh, interesting. You have certainly been diligent in your investigation, and yet I fail to comprehend your actions still. Exactly. I don't understand why we're showing that evidence to just prove her point. Why do you not work to do what is right? What does that mean? Is what I'm doing wrong? If so, who is that deems it to? So, how can you not grasp even that? How can you not see what you're doing wrong at this very moment? So what am I wrong? You're prosecuted, and yet you aid the defense. Wait, what? I'm on my Uber Eats. Prosecuting does not give me enough cash. Eggs are expensive nowadays, so I have to, you know, get a side gig, working in law firm to get my money. I mean, this flies in the face of common sense. You're breaking every rule in the book. I think the only of what is right and just, and act as I see fit in each situation I'm confronted with. And this path I've chosen, whether you can comprehend that choice is immaterial. What? Oh, if you mean to stand in my way, I will fight back with all I can to bring bear. Ooh. Perhaps the goddess of justice is testing me. I don't understand. Okay, so like what I don't understand is like why she's bringing this up all of a sudden, right? It doesn't make sense that all of a sudden we're proving her point being right, and all of a sudden she's like switching the topic from the case to like what I am doing, which, I mean, I don't understand why she's stopping me trying to like attacking me in this way. What? Very well. If it is her will that we must fight, then I shall end this once and for all. Very unprofessional. Yeah, it's just confusing, I guess. Listen well, for there is another reason why only Mr. Singh can be the killer. Okay. Let's get back to the case. It doesn't make any sense that she's trying to, like, you know, attack the person rather than the case, you know? Why Saints is the suspect? If the body was moved from the yard to the workshop, then Mr. Knight must have been Mr. Knight must have first been brought here to the yard from his cell. The only person has the opportunity to do that is Simon Saint. and thus he remains the only plausible suspect. He took a cage with him to Mr. Knight's cell. Why would he do that? Why take such an unwieldy object all the way to the holding cells? Still cute though. Yeah, it's pretty sus. Exactly what Kay says. It's pretty sus, Space Captain Lennox. But we've all met him. That's exactly the kind of thing he would do. What does that mean? Rude? It's Kay, not me. It's entirely possible that he took the cage with him out of absent-mindedness and nothing else. Or it can be the other way around. You know, like it can be the other way around. But you need to know, like when you're slacking, you're slacking with the work with you. You know, like you're slacking midway. So it does make sense that, you know, you're just like walking the long way around just to see your friends when you're delivering your Uber Eats. Who knows? Maybe plausible, but it is no more or less plausible than him having helped Mr. Knight to escape. I need some real solid evidence if I'm going to get her to budge. I just think like the Houstons, like the kids, like why are you here? What are you doing? Like why? Why are you here? We're basically just chatting with mommy right now. I saying he's a suspect. So, which means the only person who has the opportunity to do that is Simon Singh. So I think that's the thing that we need to counter with. By saying it's plausible that there is someone tampering the power, which makes a 3 hours gap for anyone to pass through the gate. I don't know. Something like that. Need to remind you that we're in a prison. The entire facility is monitored at all times. Anything out of ordinary would have been spotted.
Hold it!
But Mr. Singh was under the same scrutiny, was he not? The warden had granted the members of the circus troop special access. As a member of that troop, under the supervision of Mrs. Berry, he is the only person who is free to wander where he will.
Objection!
It seems you've forgotten something.
Overruled.
Forget is not a word in my vocabulary. Very well, then record this fact if you will. You claim that Mrs. Singh is the only person who was free to walk around this prison. There was a brief period of time on the day of the crime in the prison. A time it would have been possible for anyone to move through the prison entirely unmonitored. So the security footage.
Take that!
Mr. Singh is far from the only one who had the opportunity. Oh, which opportunity are we talking about again? Houston's! Let the kid go to school or something like that. He's not ready. He's not even following the conversation. We previously established that the time code on the security footage was off by 3 hours, and from this we can deduce that it must have been a power outage lasting for that length of time, during which anyone could have moved around in the prison undetected. The thing that we need to check is probably if the breakers have been used in certain way. Is that the main switch has been flipped or just the cameras been flipped? So we need forensics. You mean by to say that our killer intentionally created this 3 hours gap? That was no simple camera malfunction. Is that even possible? It was completely possible to create this 3 hours gap using this. Using this. No. No. Using this one.
Take that!
Our investigation of the arch turned up something rather interesting. A panel of breakers which can be used to cut power to the security cameras. It was learned that the door to the power room may have been open around the time of the murder. What? Well, we can definitely prove that the key was used by, like, if there's no signs of, like, breaking around that lock. Such a shame to see one so capable for so short of mark. Mr. Edgeworth knows what he's doing. I don't know, I'm not sure actually. Then how does he explain the lock on the power room door? Oh yeah, it was kind of locked up tight. And the warden's the only one with key. So she's sussy. That's the conclusion though. Like, she's probably one of the helping person around. Those breakers were vital to the prison's infrastructure. So I very much doubt that anyone could have gained access to the power room's key so easily.
Objection!
So the warden is sussy. No, but one person could have. Beg upon that person, the killer, has easy access to it. In fact, what's more, their position here is such that no one would dare question them.
Objection!
Wait, what? There's no one like that. A breaker to the electric fence is in there. They would have questioned would be questioned in an instant. There's only one person who meets these criteria. I can hardly believe it myself, but I have to follow where the logic leads. Okay.
Take that!
Fifi. Forgot her name actually. Real culprit is. Warden Lagarde. Just look at you, aren't you the cutest little poochie woo? He's not just a pretty face, Missile also has quite the nose for sweet things. It seems he's smelling something very sweet indeed. It's coming from you. Oh darling, you're making me blush. I'm not even wearing perfume. And perhaps it's the sweet stench of death. Oh my god. You're a regular poet, aren't you? I had no idea. But if I didn't know better, I'd almost think you were calling Moy the killer. That's precisely what I'm calling you. Oh. Poochie Woo. Exactly, Poochie Woo. Lenny Woo. What? Warden Lagarde? Is the killer? I know, it could be. Do you realise what you're saying? Oh ho ho, such a naughty boy. How could he suspect me, huh? I'm the one in charge around here. Oh my god. It's like we're in murder mystery, aren't we? Yes. Ellie woo. Woohoo. It's equally far-fetched. This is preposterous.
Hold it!
It's not, although I can hardly believe it myself, but this is where the evidence points. Honestly, I mean, like, she's sussy. I'm not sure if she's the killer, but she's definitely sussy in terms of, you know, she tried to frame our Kanis boo-boo. So that's part of, like, the sussy part. It's where the evidence points. This piece of evidence proves that Warden Lagarde is the killer. Yes. Well, let's say breakers. Let's say breakers. No, it's not. It's nothing to do with me whatsoever, and you know it. Exactly. Okay. He smelled something on Warden Lagarde just now. Whatever that could be the key to this case. Oh, it's a scent. Okay, something smelly then. Oh, really? Could you at least try and present some plausible evidence? Okay, something related to the scent. So...
Take that!
Oh, it is! Okay, the scent in the body. Something sweet, yes. It's a lot of scents, you know. Like, I think like there's the tunnel, there's like a sweet scent. There's like a cake in the... In Kanis' room has a sweet scent. Yeah, like there's just too many things, you know. Is your scent betrays you, Morden? And here's your accuser. Messiah! A police dog! Hadn't tracked a sweet scent that was lingering around the knight's body back in when it was first found. And now, he appears to be smelling the same scent and is coming from you. Oh ho ho, darling, you're priceless, you are. Your evidence is a whiff of suspicion? Verity dear, do you put him in his place? Oh, Gavel's not saying anything. In justice we trust. Exactly, justice for Kanis. I live in. Welcome in. It seems Judge Gavel may have reached similar conclusion to myself. You believe this to be no mere coincidence, Mr. Edgeworth? I do, after all. She had a key. She has a scent found lingering on her body as well. Where it was just one or the other, we might be able to brush it off as coincidence, however. Indeed, then it seems like a conclusion approaches. Perhaps we should hear what the warden has to say for herself. Luton is Friday, yes, it's Friday. And we should, and when we have, this case will finally be at the end. All being simply awful. Stop looking at me like that. Me the killer? How could I possibly do such a thing? Really? I know, like I know she's probably guilty of, you know, like framing people, but I'm not sure. A weekend time, whoop whoop, blessed Friday, exactly. I didn't do it. Verity told me everything she knows about the case, sweetie. A victim died in his cell, so by your logic, I would have had to kill him there. But how am I supposed to have moved the body, especially as I never went into that prison? I was so busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office until right before the show began. Check if you like, you won't find a record anywhere of me having entered or left the prison proper. I haven't the first idea what harebrained theories you little scamp have cooked up, but I'm innocent. Scarecrow. Scarecrow, I've never trusted you. I don't know, but that's probably wrapping up. There's simply no way I could have been the killer. Yeah, we're left with like a page, like less than a page of evidence we haven't used, so probably we are wrapping up. Unless we get more things. Give me a break, Missile doesn't lie. Don't make it hard on everyone just to come clean. Oh dear, I'm afraid you are the one making things difficult. Pretty exciting. As I just said, I never went into prison. If you think I'm lying, go and check the records. She clearly wants us to check those records, which means they won't help us. We just have to find another way of getting the truth out of her. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, stop being a big silly. You've made a boo-boo and you know it. Made a boo-boo. Love it. Okay. So I would have to kill him there. How am I supposed to move the body? So, how am I supposed to have moved the body? Especially I never went into the prison. I was too busy at work. I was cooped up. Okay, so the fact is, the Verity, which is Scavel, did not tell her that we found a new time where it is being killed. So what she's proving is actually around 9 a.m. or like before. She hasn't been in the prison proper, something like that. Okay, no records. Too busy with work, not helpful. So we can either prove that she could have moved the body, or victim did not die in his cell.
Hold it!
When a page 4 of evidence not used, that has not been done before. Wait, what? What does that mean? The matter took place in his cell. You seems very happy to accept that. Why shouldn't I be? It seems most likely place for it to have happened without drawing attention. And besides, they find Knight's body in his cell. But yeah, that was from being struck by Kajirato. Okay, Knight being killed in his cell doesn't go against any of the facts anyway. So I'm guessing these two. Let's press on this one and see.
Hold it!
She has an animal too. She does. She has two, alligator and the one that's wraps around her neck. I know, like, is that an otter or do you have evidence a ferret or something? Yeah, probably is a ferret, no? That you didn't enter the prison. Please, darling, let me finish. Oh. Did not enter the prison. So, proof that he did not die in the cell. Let's see. Do we have anything that say he did not die in his cell? It's difficult to say. So, how am I supposed to move the body? So, the fact that it is a way for people to move the body around. I was hoping she would mention the time so that we can like counter with the time it occurs. But let's press everything.
Hold it!
Kind of looks like or snow fox maybe. Yeah, it could be a fox, but that fox is too small. Just Gavel would hold you everything. Are you close? Thick as thieves, darling. Why do you ask? Are you jealous? Jealous? Of what? Oh, the space captain Lenny might be jealous. I had to ask Warden Lagarde for a lot of information on the first day of our investigation. Seems the only right that I share some information in return. Oh, Verity, do you have to make it sound so awfully dry? I thought we had a lovely chat. Ha ha ha. I simply shared the truth in our conversation. That was the least I could do. Not sure what's going on with these two. They're terrifyingly formidable together. Not jealous, happily married to my wife. Gavel. Oh god. Okay, let's check this one instead.
Hold it!
So if she mentioned something about time, then it's an easy one. We just like counter with the time. So you were in your office the whole time. You didn't notice anything unusual. Is that a typo? No, I can't say that I did. And you didn't notice anything missing. I must confess I'm a rather messy girl. A forgetful one at that. I put something down and it's lost forever. A curse, darling, a curse. Gal, I think I would try to would try to boss me around so much that I ain't gonna go near that. I even lost some important evidence recently. It was gone, poof, just like that. And she still had a job! In this economy! Oh, I'm jealous. Honestly, if someone came to my office and took something, might be years before I noticed. Ooh, it seems like I need more than the power room key to expose her. On the day of the murder, I was working in my office, looking for something I misplaced. Even if I had a reason to go into the prison, I simply wouldn't have had the time.
Hold it!
I bet she's really sweet when you know her well. Years to notice that scarecrows really is one. Sure, maybe you didn't go through the main entrance to the prison, but what if you took another route? Oh, yeah, that could be. Oh, come on now, sweetie. Surely you didn't mean awful filthy tunnel they just discovered. Why, until yesterday I had no idea it even existed? No, you had another way in, I'm certain of it. A route that didn't require going through the main entrance or the tunnel. Oh, okay. A route this way. Okay.
Take that!
Through that fence? Warden, you took Knight from his cell and brought him to your office, and which just happened to be connected to your yacht. If you had a way through the fence, and you would have been able to circumvent both entrance and the tunnel. Hee, a go star for creativity, darling. And how would I have gotten through the fence, huh? An extremely high fence, topped with razor wire, with thousands of volts of electricity going through it. Yeah, how is she supposed to have gotten through that? A fence electricity supply can be cut off from the power room, and only you had the key. Ooh! H! Thank you so much for the resubs, Bacon! Welcome in. Hope you had a great time. And well done with all your new overlays and starting screen. That was really, really nice. And looking forward to more of your creations. Only you had the key, Warden. No one but you could have done it.
Overruled!
Utterly ridiculous. The power room is on the prison side of the yard. Warden the guard was on the detention center side. How would she even have reached the power room? Exactly, Verity, darling. Well, clever puss. You've dug yourself a real hole now. Ugh, If there's no record of Warden the guard having entered the prison proper, then the idea that she could have shut off the fence by using the breaker is out of the question. Oh, but there must be some way she could have done it. Take a deep breath, big guy. Lose your cool. And you lost everything. At very least, I have enjoyed these 7 months of subs. Oh, thank you so much for staying around for such a long time. That's good, that's good. Glad you're enjoying it. But if I don't find a solution, she might still wiggle out of this. Hey, when I said take a deep breath and not freak out and completely lose your cool, there's nothing to be gained by banging your head against the same wall, yeah? No matter how you look at it, Warden Lagarde couldn't have done it alone. Mr. Edgeworth,
Objection!
if you can't find A... So we are reaching to the fact that there must be a lot of people helping her. Everyone is trying to frame someone. Let's hope there isn't a hole in the fence. Could be. Could be. You aren't doing yourself any favor by obstructing justice with your silence. Now I've yelled it. If I don't come up with an answer, it's all over. I have one more thing to add, if you will permit me. Something that explains how Warden could have shut off the breaker room on the wrong side of the fence. Because it's not possible, not as impossible as it seems. What enabled her to shut off the breaker? Okay, so since they were saying about like someone's helped her, she couldn't have done it alone. What if she wasn't alone? Oh, now we're talking. Way to flex it, oh grey matter, kiddo. I believe that Warden Lagarde had an accomplice.
Overruled.
Enough, you disappoint me. What do you mean? He did nothing wrong. Inmates of this prisons are issued with security bracelets. Wouldn't have raised an alarm if people go where they are not supposed to. I see what you have realized your error, and we are, of course, within the prison grounds. Wait! Oh my god, Miles. Wait! I was wondering why we are keeping this one. Mrs. Sword actually have a broken bracelet. Wait! Oh, Mrs. Sword is helping her. Oh, you cheeky Frank Sword. Where not only the bracelets were worn, but even the guards savaged each other for signs of wrongdoing. Despite all that, no one noticed Mr. Cacciarato's escape. Maybe an outsider who did not have the bracelets on. It's either animals, because animals wander freely around, which we don't have the evidence anymore, so it's not the animals, or the bracelet. Mr. Sawyer's bracelet wasn't working at the time of the incident and could not be detected by sensors. So the only ones who's free to roam are the animals and one person. And they most certainly could not have operated the breaker. No. So accomplice must be a human.
Overruled.
Then who did it, given that it cannot have been a prisoner on all guards? I wouldn't be so quick to rule out either, Your Honor. The fact is, there's one person, someone whose movement weren't restricted. Okay, a free roaming person is Mr. Frank Sawyer. He just saw it. This is one of prisoner's bracelets. Indeed, a broken bracelet belonging to a certain self-proclaimed model prisoner. What do you mean? Who is this prisoner? Ooh, Frank saw it. The Warden Lagarde's favorite inmate. Oh, she's panicking, so it is. Oh no. It's strange, isn't it, Warden? That he was able to keep his broken bracelets hidden and wander freely around the prison all the while. That's pretty funky. I don't mean in a good way. Oh. her scarf is doing the licky. What? It all reminds me of Pucciarati doing the all your sweat. You're panicking. That scarf is hungry for that sweat. Exactly. Slurp. Couldn't be this case that he was permitted some sort of special leeway, could it? Though you're in the habit of giving such leeway to certain others. Bodhidharma Kanis, for example. That's pure speculation, exactly. But the fact that she's panicking in Ace Tiny terms means she's sussy. In that case, why don't we ask Mr. Sawyer himself? I'm confident he will confirm us that he and Warden Lagarde was accomplice at this crime. If the two of them had worked together, a certain route into the prison become viable. A real route by which Knight was moved from his cell to the prison proper. Recall that there were two very big obstacles on her path. First, the security camera outside Knight's cell. second the electrifies the fence in the yard. But she was able to move both obstacles in one fell swoop, while having him shut off the corresponding breakers. Woohoo! Alright! You've had your fun. And you still deny it. No, darling, you've got me, I admit it. Warden, tell me this isn't true. Sorry, Verity, honey. I'm afraid it is. Frankie helped me do it. No way! You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. You got her. Nice shooting, cowboy. She won't be wiggling out of this now. As Mr. Edgeworth said, I had Frankie switch off the breaker. But we didn't kill Knight, did we? No, sweetums, we didn't. What? Explain yourself. Oh, Verity, dear. I doubt your precious goddess will want to hear my excuses now. She's all merciful. But you have to confess, and you shall be saved. Oh gosh, alright. I was being threatened. I had no choice but to do as he said. No, you're framing it on Kanis again. No, Kanis is innocent. Justice for Kanis. Come on. Kanis. No. She's framing it on Kanis. Don't you dare. Framing it on our Lord and Savior Kanis. No. Kanis? How long has it been since that awful man came here to my beautiful prison? I will never forget that day he arrived. Oh, wow. Wow, that was a nice picture. The moment we were alone, he said this to me. You should know what I have. Other dogs. Dogs not confined to his fine institution. Others? Yes, very loyal dogs. Dogs who will do anything I ask of them. Of course, he wasn't talking about real dogs. He was talking about his very human cronies. And then he said one last thing. I would recommend that you take care in how you treat me during my stay here. I wouldn't want to have set my dogs on you or your precious family. Oh, badass Kanis. Badass. I had no choice. Gave him that cell. I gave him everything he asked for. Everything? Wait. Is that how he became the fixer? Yes, darling. I obey his very commands, and I smuggle in for him all that he wanted. Eventually, I brought dear sweet Frankie into our little conspiracy. He agreed right away, of course, because I made things easier for him too. So you were smuggling in contraband. How exactly? Once a week late at night, Frankie will shut off the breakers. That allows me to go from my office to the yard without being seen by the cameras. I simply drop the packages down the well and the prison sides. On the prison side and went back to defenses. Each one of them spritz with a little of my perfume. So that's what the sweet smell is. Yes, it was a signal for Kanis' dog. When he picked up the scent, he would fetch the packages and bring them back to his master. So if the smell is actually the signal for the doggo, and then the doggo was bringing the body back to Kanis, and Kanis be like, "What the fuck? Why don't you have my Amazon package instead of like you brought me a body? What the fuck?" Oh, now we know. Basically someone is being sussy, mommy. You're being sussy. You're trying to frame our dear Kanis. You're the bad guy. We had to make sure Rocco wasn't in his cell at the time, of course. Oh, okay. So they know Rocco got like this little tunnel. Man who loves dogs, that much can't be the bad guy. Exactly. Kanis. Justice for Kanis. Can't have been easy keeping him from finding out. Oh, we're very much creatures of habit here at the prison, darling. Everything runs a schedule. Meals, exercise hours, that sort of thing. And we knew when he wasn't there. And that adorable little bear of his freezes were fright at the sight of Kane's dog. Poor thing. So there was no risk of him raising the alarm either. Oh. She had oversight over everything here in prison, which made her the perfect mule. With her on his side, Kanis couldn't fail. Frankie would sneak out again early in the morning to switch the breakers back on, so work was done. Apart from fixing the time codes on the cameras, which I would do later when I got a chance. You have a shared great deal. You have shared a great deal, Warden. The Goddess of Justice will surely take your honesty into account. Are these people being blackmailed or something? Interesting little reign going on. Yeah, like, definitely Kanis is blackmailing this lady, and this lady is having Frankie helping her to smuggle things in and dropping packages that she received from Amazon all the way to the well, so that and spray it with perfume so that Doggo will bring it back to Kanis. I see. I've been the most dreadful fool. I know I have. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. The day of Night's murder was also one of our delivery days. So it's an Amazon day, that's nice. So Frankie, bless his heart, did the usual work with the breakers. There was no package for me to deliver that day, so I didn't go out into the yard. So that's the secret behind the fixer system. So, and why she was. The police have been trying to track down his accomplice for the longest time. I have to lend them a hand myself, you know. Heaven knows how many times I hauled the secretive Scrundo into my office to talk to me. And no matter what I said or how much evidence I present him with, I simply won't say a word. That's why you were interrogating Mr. Kanis over and over. Exactly, I was trying to track down those horrible hench people of this. Oh, she's so stressed. Oh my god. I borrowed everything the police had on that rotten Scrundle. I watched his every move, intercepted every letter he wrote. His letters, and I suppose she must know about his corresponding chess games too. And no matter what I did, I couldn't turn up any clues as who his underlings were. Living in fear like this is... Oh, you just can't comprehend it. No justice for Kanis. No, 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 no. You don't frame Kanis like that. As you have just heard for myself. The words of Warden Lagarde's confession have cleansed her of all suspicion. Surely there's no need to hound her any longer. Has she really been cleared of all suspicion, though? Is there more about her to uncover? There's definitely more. No, there's no way it's Kanis. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. If she doesn't know about the chest, she'd be obviously lying. Yeah, definitely. I think the Goddess of Justice would agree. So, you mean to make her suffer even more than she already has? Unfortunately, yes. Her suffering under Mr. Kanis has nothing to prove her innocence in Miss Knight's murder. She admitted herself that she knew of and even facilitated the so-called Fixer's delivery route. I believe she used the same route to move Knight's body. So where's your evidence? Is it the fact that the sweet smell on Knight's body is the exact same scent Warden Lagarde Legade or uses to signal a delivery. What'd you make of that? Oh, so you spray some perfume on the dead body. Haha! Well, that's because we've done it so many times by now that the whole world probably smells of it. Some of it must have just rubbed off his body. That thus matches the statement that Mr. Kachirato provided. A smell, yeah. Oh, it smelled kinda nice down there. Nice. Gee, I don't know. It smells sorta like dessert, I guess. His words would seem to suggest that that smell permeated the world. Ooh. You've been rendered speechless, I see. And I hereby move to adjourn this session of the court. No, what do we do? What can I do? Is this for as far as we go? Murder weapon. I think it's murder weapon. My best guess is actually the murder weapon. I think the murder weapon is not the chisel because it's too short. So if we can actually find a murder weapon, we might be able to push that forward a little bit. I don't know. Finally, so we're actually done. Let's use this. It seems we are. By the power vested in me, this court is adjourned. No. No, no, no. You're not the judge in here. Hold it. Who was that? Whoops. Come on, Judge G. Things were just getting good. Fender. Are you objecting while adjourning this session? No. I wouldn't shout at the objection if I wanted to do that. You do you, G. Jan, don't Jan, whatever floats your boat. What are you doing, Mr. Fender? Don't worry about that. What I'm doing. Let's just take a chill pill, shall we? Which means a square of chocolatey goodness. I love these chocolates. Lovely. Are you trying to get yourself charged with contempt of court? No, my bad. I just had a quick request to make it, to make this all. As Simon Singh's lawyer, that's it. Ah yes, I've forgotten that you were his real attorney, Mr. I like chocos, very chewy. They kind of look like regular chocolates now. How could you? You're kidding me there. Can you blame us? You've been making Mr. Edgeworth do everything this whole time. Right, you are, which is why I figured it's time to put in some work. Those kind of person that signs their name on the PowerPoint and just claim it is their thing. Jesus Christ. Slap him. Work, you say? Somehow I don't believe you've worked a day in your life. And let's say it's me doing some prep work for the upcoming trial. Mind if I question the witness? Now, amusing, but what's there left to ask? I've got a feeling in my funny bones that thief it has something to tell us more about the killer. Do I? Yes, indeed. See, as a major player on Team Simon, I can spot a sympathizer when I see one. And you don't think he did it, do you? So tell us who did. Come on, spill the beans. It all is. Mr. Edgeworth, what is he doing? He's trying to coax like the warden the guardy into giving something away. Ask yourself, why would she go all the trouble of sending Knight's body on such an odd journey? It's because she wanted to frame Mr. Kanis. Exactly! Justice for Mr. Kanis! She did, no way! If she was convicted of committing murder in there, there could have been grounds for a transfer to another prison. Most likely a more secure facility. And where he'd be out of her hair forever, huh? Precisely, she saw the opportunity and seized it. No, saying cannot have been the killer. That's not fair. Wait, I was already all ready to prosecute him. I know, right? But maybe we should find out what she thinks first. Don't want to get the wrong guy, yeah? Now, Mr. Winner has to go along with it too. Well, Warden, are you happy to testify further? Of course! How could I refuse this silver-tongued devil? Edikins! Edikins. You have such wayward words. I'm just doing my job, Thief. Besides, one can tell the truth. One can't tell the truth without telling the whole truth, can one? I'm simply dying to tell all Verity. Verity, darling, do you say you'll let me? As you wish, call this on a chance. Just like that. I can't believe you pulled that off, Mr. Fender. Oh, phew, me either. Thanks for the tiny invention. Hey, that's the least I could do. Case not wrong. I've been leaning on your heart, on you heart, and besides, the defense never rests. Am I right? The assignment's depending on us. Sadly, I think I'm just about exhaust my reserves for cool lawyer chatty. We can't foul this up now, which means you're up to bat. Miles Max Smiles. Show them that never rest spirit. I shall. Fabulous. Then let's get started. Ooh, my truth. I really don't think anyone could have done it but that dreadful man, Kanis. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. But whatever his sordid details, it was him. He stabbed that poor man to death. And he had his dog dispose of the body. That simply has to be what happened. Miles makes Miles. That was cute. What's the truth? I can't wait. Exactly. I still don't understand, like, what is the motive? Like, in here, I can see, like, all the motive to actually frame Kanis, right? But I don't see the motive to actually kill Bronco Knight. And that doesn't make any sense. Like, I was thinking about, like, something that is more personal kind of connection. But, like, there's no personal connection between, like, all these people except, like, Simon Sains and Bronco Knight. You know. How would she know that? No idea. The victim, Mr. Knight, yes. I did him the most terrible disservice. Yes, you killed him. I suppose you could put it that way. But if I weren't such a sorry excuse for Warden, this would have never happened. And that's why I have to clean this terrible mess up. Warden Nagadi. As ever, your honesty is truly to your credit. There's a motive. What's missing? What's the motive, though? What's the motive? Like, what's the motive for actually killing that person that is basically accused of the crime that he didn't do? Like, we know the committee wants to cover this up. Like, we know the committee want to cover up the presidential assassination mess, but actually killing him, like, that must be like either the committee wants to do something. Oh, maybe the committee wants to do something. Gavel is now on my sussy list. She is sussy. And I don't know. I'm certain Mr. Knight is looking down, weeping tears of gratitude. You clearly never met him. My truth. Let's go. What went on between...
Hold it!
Press this one. Let's go with the corresponding chess route. I think he makes an easy target is the reason frame him. Wait, What does that mean to frame him? Obviously, Kanis, like, they have all the reason why they want to frame Kanis, right? But there's no reason why Bronco has to be killed in that setting. Unless there's like something bigger behind that's asking, you know, like the warden kill Bronco. And it's probably maybe that's the big thing, you know. Knight was being kept in the holding cell while Mr. Kanis was in prison proper. What could possibly happen between them when they were at the opposite end of the facility? Prisons aren't as big as they seem, you know. All kind of awful things can happen. And Knight only arrived 2 days before. Oh, he only arrived 2 days before he was murdered. Oh, that's quick. Ooh, death. I can't imagine anything significant happening in that short space of time. And you don't know Kanis, my dear. He'd find a way, I'm sure of it.
Hold it!
Bronco would have walked in on the plan of, or something, the reason they needed to dispose of him. Yeah. So, my guess, I guess, like, our final guess is actually Bronco is someone wants Bronco dead, and that is someone of power over like quite a lot of things. While like this lady was acting upon maybe that, and only that, and just sees the opportunity to frame Kanis, my innocent bro. How can he take a disliking to someone all the way over the holding cells? I'm just plucking possibilities out of the air, darling. As I said, there's no telling what really went on between them. You're so awfully serious, aren't you? Not that I mind, of course. Why is she looking at me like that? So noble, so dashing in that marvelous suit, so clever. I can feel myself becoming your biggest fan, darling. I really can. Oh, Edgy Paul knows what's happening. Stay with me, Mr. Edgeworth. Ooh, I wasn't prepared for that mental onslaught. Oh, maybe they give the warden a bunch of money to get rid of the guy. Yeah, like, I mean, so much money, or it's either like so much money or power, but I don't know, like, if the money is actually the driver in here, because, but so much power, I would say, probably. So, disliking to him. Okay, do we want to take this one? Maybe this is like a little bit far-fetched, but let's say they have connection.
Objection!
Okay, so the connection, proving the connection itself is not really the thing, I guess. Edgy boys only for grannies, exactly. Only for 50 plus. She doesn't seem like a money-driven character, I suppose. Yeah, like I don't think it's money. I think it's really along the line, probably just power. But like enough power for you to kill someone. That's weird. Are we in that way? In that, we both know you're just wasting my time. Exactly. Him and the victim.
Objection!
Okay, so I guess it's not this one then. Well, let's go on and press the other ones then.
Hold it!
Either we have like something about murder weapon on this one. Well, all we know is Kanis once did for a living. I doubt the killing part gave him much trouble. Especially the victim was already injured. His neck, I think. And then his head, right, poor dear. That's what they told me when they brought him in anyway. Must have taken some sort of report to the warden when new prisoners are admitted. You seem keen for us to think you didn't know much about Night. That's because I didn't, sweetie. Victim was simply a fun target to that monster, nothing more. Especially Kanis used his chisel that was hidden in that chest set, don't you? Awful, grisly business. Just imagine the man probably didn't have time to cry out. I see, thank you for your thoughts. They were very helpful. Actually, I'd like to hear more about them in a little bit more detail if you don't mind. Oh, Miss Edgeworth, you're making me blush. I could chat with you all day. Oh my god. Ooh. Edgy boy. For the grannies. Oh, don't look so nervous, darling. I'm just teasing. Of course we can talk about them some more. Oh, it's a new one. I expect Kanis used that chisel that was hidden in that chest set, don't you?
Hold it!
Does she know? Is she supposed to know that detail, guys? I don't know. Which chest sets would that be precisely? Wait, the one Victim brought in, sweetie. Do try to keep up. Victim was certified chess fanatic, so I'm led to believe. With grannies, I'm dead. But the naughty boy snuck in a chisel inside it. Can you imagine? How does she know about the chisel in the chess set exactly? Only a few people were supposed to know about that. After all, we only learned about it thanks to certain deductions we made. So how did she find out? Of course, in the hands of a killer like Kanis, even a chisel could serve as a deadly weapon. It would have an easy work for that bio assassin.
Hold it!
Seem to have very strong feelings about Mr. Kanis. Well, of course I do. I told you what he said to me, and I'm absolutely... what an absolute menace he was to interrogate. He could slit it out of anything, the snake. Sound as tough as a rock. And that infuriating, self-satisfied look on his face when they look at him back to his... took him back to his cell. Ah, my blood boils just thinking about... Oh my god, that face. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's personal. I certainly don't blame her on that count. So we got new lines. So that is the thing. Kanis used that chisel that was hidden in that chest set.
Objection!
Oh, okay. It was that line. Warden Lagarde, you strike me as being more careful than the image you project suggests. What? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, please call me Fifi or Sweetie Pie if you prefer. Ew. Bro. However, I think you might have been a little less careful when you realized it in this instance. Hee. Aren't you just the most adorable little creature? Don't be embarrassed. We're all family. Ooh. Oh god, Edgeworth. That was so funny. Come on, Miss Edgeworth. Don't let her still get inside your head. You said that earlier. That you didn't know much about Night. In which case, I found it rather strange that you know about the chisel. Well, of course I do, darling. Do you think we don't check prisoners when they come in?
Objection!
Yeah, how did you let that slip? She gets more gross the more she gets exposed. You're not talking your way out of this, Warden. This is entirely irrelevant, you know it. He didn't bring the chess set into prison himself. It was brought by Mr. Sane when he came to visit. Knight wouldn't have had it with him when he arrived. What? I mean, of course, Tat. When Mr. Sane came in,
Objection!
You checked him. I find that hard to believe because if you did, that makes your story all the stranger. You found a chisel, why didn't you confiscate it? There and then. Eek! Judge Gavel, did you tell anyone about the hidden compartment in the chess set? I did not. Okay, so she slipped. If no one leaked our findings, then how exactly did you learn about the chisel with Warden Nagade? Because it certainly wouldn't have been when you checked Mr. Knight or Mr. Sane on their arrival. Indeed, such a thing would imply an intentional oversight if it has been found, yet let through. Precisely. So, Mr. Warden Legade, answer truthfully this time. Where and when did you learn about the chess set? Ooh. If you won't answer, then allow me. I submit that you'll... Alright, darling, there's no need to rub it in. You got me alright. I questioned Knight. That was when I learned about the chess set. But please, you have to believe me, I did not kill him. One moment, Mon. This is a significant development. The court requests that you make a detailed statement on that on the records. Any objections? None, Your Honor. Thank you, darlings. I'll clear up this awful misunderstanding, I promise. Ugh. Very well, very gross. Go ahead, Warden Lagarde, and please tell the truth this time. Her lies are starting to wear thin. This is my chance to expose her. let me just take some more water. Okay, my truth. Part 2. I said I questioned Knight, but it wasn't anything serious, you understand? Hydrating is a good idea. Hydration, guys, hydrate. I make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. Oh, thanks for the headpads. Make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. Night was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. Thanks for the 30 slap limit. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away. The more she lies, the more thoroughly she seals her fate. It was simply a conversation with a new detainee. That seems entirely above board. Exactly, Verity, darling. I knew you'd understand.
Objection!
Well, I don't. What proof do you have to back up your statement? I suppose we shall see, won't we? Okay. Okay, let's press. I feel like that's a press. So am I right in assuming that you talked to Knight the night before the show? Exactly, darling. It would have been, around 3 AM on the 27th. Ooh, 3 AM and 27th. Oh, right before he passed away. That seemed rather late for a friendly chat. Yeah, exactly. Who in the right mind actually have a casual chat with people at 3 AM in the freaking morning? Wait a minute, exactly. Who the fuck have a friendly chat? 3 AM in the morning, just chatting, what the fuck? That seems rather late for a friendly chat. Wouldn't he have been asleep? Normally, yes, but if you remember, God was attacking his cell. He had to examine the scene of the crime, gather information. These things takes time, sweetie. Would he be asleep or dead? Or both? I assure you, he was wide awake. We all were. Regardless, I found it somehow odd that you would choose to question him at such a late hour. Oh, you're such a tease on you. Ugh. Brother. Ugh. What's that? Anyway, no matter how odd you think it is, I hadn't brought to me. That's what happens. Must you really insist on questioning every last thing I say? Exactly, that's how it works. Sorry, Thieves. He's like a dog with a bone sometimes. I'll be sure to scold him once we're done. Oh, would you mind giving us a little more info, like where you had him brought to? My office, of course. Where else? Her office, which is where we believe the body was moved from. Would you mind appending what you just said to your testimony? Hehe, anything for you, darling. She's freaky, secretly stay away. Oh god. It was 3 AM the night before the show, and I had them bring him to my office.
Objection!
Okay, the report does not mean anything to the time. Okay, so that's not it. Boom! So, around 3 AM the night before the show. It was in between the time of death, around 3 and 6.
Hold it!
She established that they talk at 3 AM, which leaves a 3 hours gap. You're right. Wait, you're right. Understand that you also have access to your... Why, of course, this is where my gorgeous little garden is. Oh, I see where you're going with this. You're saying that how I move the body had means and opportunities, and it's hardly impossible.
Overruled!
Hardly impossible proves nothing.
Objection!
Something happened during them 3 hours. I mean, she moved around things, and somebody shuts the power around the prison.
Overruled!
That's what she said. You're miles off, Edgeworth. So usually it is this one, because that's a new one. Okay, so the second one is a new one. Let's see. He's punny. Night was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. 3 hours timestamp. Yeah, but like that's proven that it was recorded around 9 AM. So what did they talk about, I wonder? Something freaky, like why'd you faint in your cell? Who knows? Objection. Hello, Yeti, how are you? You good?
It is Wednesday, my
And
dude.
it's 2 days late. You're too late for Wednesday, Yeti. Welcome in. Okay, let's press everything to make sure we don't have any others. So sometimes, I remember, sometimes there were actually lines where like you can press for one extra and then another one. How was he when you spoke with him? He was so open and honest, darling. What? That guy, honest. He was talking about one croissant and promoting a prawn. I suppose he must have been hungry. And Busan in promoting a porn. It seems he spared no one from his obsession with chess.
Hold it!
If he really had gone back to his cell, he would still be alive today. You really think I murdered the poor man right there in my office, don't you? What would my motive have been, darling? I told you I barely know him. No, Angel, I have my grudges against Kanis, but Naya had nothing to do with that animal exactly. She really does hate Kanis. Promoting a pawn must not be easy, exactly. How does that work? I know nothing about chess, though. Warden Nagade, I must insist that you append that statement to your testimony. Oh. Okay, so this is a second extra line then. Have I grudges against Kanis?
Objection!
Okay, so it's not time that we say like you tie that bell up to that thing. Okay, we have half HP right now. That's fine. That's fine. So my guess is basically the small bells attached to it and this kind of stuff. Maybe we should prove the grudges against Kanis. But really, like that's the point. Like she doesn't have any grudges against this new boy, Bronco. You say that you bear grudges against only Mr. Kane, is that correct? No, I despise him, coming into my prison thinking that he can do whatever he wants. But he didn't get away with it. I'll clip his wicked wings if that's the last thing he'll do. That awful dog of his is a menace, completely append the pace and quite off my home. She even hates a dog. This seemed at first glance she didn't have much of a motive to kill Knight. And she hates Kanis so much that she probably hates anyone who's has anything to do with it. Think about it from that angle, keep breaking her testimony will surely reveal itself. Oh, this scarf spin. Yeah, that was funny, right? That looks like a little loop. If she was the murderer, the evidence points to that conclusion and no other. Okay, let's press this one.
Hold it!
So we have two extra lines. One is, it was around 3 AM the night before the show. I had to bring him to my office. Made a point of talking to every newcomer. Just had a little chat, you might call it. And after we talked, had him taken back to his cell straight away. I'm no angel as I have my grudges against Kanis. So the point here is we save just in case. Hey, we save. And then we yeet the stuff at her. Saving is caring, exactly, in this game, saving. And bearing in mind that pawn will run into other pieces starting from the bottom now, we're here. Promote the pawn, you have to walk all the way to the other side of boards. Oh, I see. Okay, so Knight had nothing to do with that animal. Which means that's not true because they have some sort of connection. Oh, it is this one. Just Gavel, I'd like you to take a look at this. Note about a game of chess. What is the significance of this? It was found in Mr. Knight's cell. Which exactly where you said you saw it too, Warden Lagarde. You didn't just see the game in Knight's cells, didn't you? You've seen it in Mr. Kanis' cell too. What do you mean?
Objection!
Oh, come now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at the chessboard at maximum security. I imagine you watch his every move like a hawk. Or rather, I imagine you feel that doing so is your only option. If she wants to find out who his cronies were, right? Personally interrogating your own prisoner is highly irregular, I would say at least. But as you said, Mr. Kanis has threatened you, and he puts your precious home at risk. That's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You want to find out who his dogs were. So what if I did? You also told us that you read his letters, which means you must have known about one key fact. Oh, so that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, she hates him. She thought Bronco was one of his pawns. But why go all the way to actually kill him herself? It doesn't make sense. We knew you were playing correspondence chess. And who should appear but Knight carrying him with a diagram of a very particular game? We ourselves use that diagram to infer a connection between two men. It seems like you came to the same conclusion, but in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. You surmised that Knight was Mr. Kanis' henchman, sent to kill you. Which is the real reason she had that chat with Broncaster. Bronster. If his boss wouldn't crack, maybe he would. And when you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. Inside his chest set, you found a hidden chisel. A murder weapon itself. As far as you were concerned, the chisel meant one thing. Kanis. As you convinced yourself that Knight was working for Kanis. That's why you killed him. I see you have no more excuses. Wait, then if that is the case, like if you can prove Bronco has the intention to kill you and then you're acting of self-defense. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like, would you actually go all the way to actually kill that person? Oh, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Much as it grieves me, there would appear to be little room for doubt. If I give my verdict, Bronco Knight was murdered by... Seems like it's a bit much. Yeah, exactly. For suspicion of this person is gonna kill you, you just confiscate the thing. If he's not fighting back, like you're basically like, oh, I'm so spooked, that's why I killed him, and as long as you can prove their struggle and stuff, right? Oh, I don't know, it's a bit weird. In the name of Goddess of Justice, who is it this time? Ooh. He. Warden? He, it's a joke. It's a big, stupid joke. You people just don't get it, do you? I think we've proven that it's you who didn't understand things correctly. Me? Please, darling, I understand it perfectly well. Thank you very much. And I understand there's a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth. You're just grasping at straw now. But there's a sign of struggle? I don't know if there was a sign of struggle in his office, or in her office, actually. Like, we still have to find out, I guess. We're just grasping at straws now. I don't have time for this, Your Honor, but verdict. I'm curious to hear what the warden has to say. What? Adorvati. I have one last thing to say, and Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the winner. You rang! Does anyone remember Saturn autopsy report? Of course, we received the finalized version only this morning. That's right, I was listening to what you told us about it, Verity. Even nobody else was. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches. Wait. Riddle me this, Mr. Edgeworth. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound? Scarf Beyblade. Love it. No. Forgive me, oh goddess. Sorry. I came perilously close to making a terrible mistake. Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Edgeworth. What now, huh? What do we do now? It'll be fine. Miss Edgeworth always comes through, right, sir? Hey, we don't know. But I have a theory. I think because there is something mention of an upset stomach that we didn't check on the alligator. I think it's where whatever that needs to be hiding, given like progress right now. It looks like to me that Maelstrom's out of commission. Got a tiny tail on you. Why don't you do something? Tan things in the head with a desperate bluff. Blood out the first mind-blowing things that comes to you. Oh, he's not Phoenix, right? Like, no, I don't think he's Phoenix. It doesn't work like that. Like detective, I am much of a man of action as the next go. Without evidence, we're up in a creek without paddles here. This might be the end of the road. We can't give up now. We have to do something. I'm certain that Warden Lagarde is the killer. The only explanation that fits the facts of this case. But if the chisel wasn't a murder weapon, what other bladed weapon is here in the facility? Seems we do not have the answer. Now the evidence, nor the evidence to provide those answers. Alas, we must wait until the trial to see this matter resolved, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Objection! Come on, G, you're just giving the killer a chance to destroy the evidence. Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Fender? Oh no, not me. I tried Miles. Any bright ideas? What is the real murder weapon, since it's clearly not the chisel? Found it. The question throws everything we've deduced out of the window. Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth. Allow me to remind you. A claim not supported by sufficient evidence are subject to the harshest penalties. It's hopeless. I can't think of anything. I need more time. Professor, I am to admit it. You can't give up now. Remember what Mr. Fender said. Simon's counting on us. Without us, he's... Remember how upset he was. He was devastated. No one is in more pain than him over Mr. Knight's death. There's no way he did it, but if we can't save him, who will? And what's more, he believes in us. He's sitting in that cell waiting for us to give him some good news. And I, for one, won't walk away until we have some. Okay. Gee, Miles, your little buddy here is quite the motivational speaker. And she's right too. You found yourself on the ropes, think of your client. Picture them pleading with you to help him. That doesn't make you want to fight back as hard as you can until the very end. Think of your old man, good old Gregory. No matter how bad things look, he always finds a way to turn around to save his client. And you're just like him, right? If there's any way to force a turnabout here, you are the one who will find it. Simon's counting on you. Hey, I'm not the official attorney right here, you know? It was your job, motivation speaker. What the fuck? What in the fucking world? Why is it my job all of a sudden, like, when it's your job? I love how people just gaslighting Edgeworth thinking that is his job. What the fuck? Who's getting that pay from, Simon? What the fuck? Judge Gavel? You seem to have recovered your composure, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you mean to attempt a defense, I would advise you to consider the ramifications. You're the chosen one, edgy boy. Although you're not getting paid, but you're enjoying this, I believe. You have repeatedly proposed misguided theories and have made numerous false accusations. If you do so again, I will have no choice but to judge you unfit to serve as a prosecutor. Stop putting my badge on the line. Like, Gavel? Just keep mentioning the badge like that's the only thing in the fucking world. Mommy, stop it. Confirm Edgeworth loves pain. Oh, wow. The relief of your badge for good. Jesus Christ. She's right. Oh, come on. I can't believe people are losing their main job because they have a side gig. What the fuck? I have put forward a number of theories that proven to be flawed in one way or another. I have made some sort of mental oversight. Wait, she said my theories were misguided. Nothing to say. In the court will tolerate no more of your time wasting. Thereby, sir, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't you call Eddie Fender? Give my verdict. That's it. I've been thinking about it the wrong way all this time. My theory were misguided. I was being misled. Oh, put the blame on someone. Let's go. Gaslight her. Gaslight her. I think that's a little soon for that, Your Honor. I'd say well past you, darling. Wouldn't you agree, Vanity? Miss Edgeworth? You may proceed. What? I'd like to remind you of a few things. The sighting of his dog, Ermut. The fact that he wasn't at the show. These and other factors make Mr. Kanis the obvious suspect at first. Yes, again, Miss Edgeworth, you seem almost proud of your blonde hair.
Hold it!
But what if the real killer warned us to suspect Mr. Kanis? What if it was all carefully arranged? And what if the same was of the chisel, our purported murder weapon? Knight having stabbed multiple times in the same place with a bladed instrument. What if he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed? Just to leave traces of blood for us to find. And that's how the killer misled us to thinking that chisel is the murder weapon. But why mislead us in this way? Why indeed? Why make us think that the chisel is the murder weapon rather than whatever that was really used? In order to get Kanis transferred, yes, justice for Kanis, let's go! Warden, you took advantage of that chisel seems to suggest. What it suggests? What are you talking about? Mr. Winner, if I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what do you think? Huh? That Mr. Kanis is the killer? There you have it. That was a trap the warden set for us. Oh, Mr. Kanis has a bunch of chisels, so she wanted us to think that it was one of his, right? Indeed. That was her plan right from the start. The frame, body armor, Kanis. Let's go, the murder weapon. Your reasoning would appear to be sound. Warden Lagarde certainly seems to harbor deep and abiding hatred for Mr. Kanis. However, I think you know what I'm gonna say next. But alone is not sufficient proof that Warden Lagarde is the killer. I knew that wouldn't be enough. There's only one thing that will prove it. It's a real murder weapon that we now know must exist. If you can't prove your theory, then this conversation ends.
Objection!
If we could just find the real murder weapon.
Objection!
How many times do I have to go over this? We searched the whole prison from top to bottom. Eustace is quite correct. No other possible murder weapon have been found. I'm afraid that you're in a bit of an impasse.
Objection!
I can still prove my case here because it's still inside this prison. So we'd have to make sure of that. Security gate. I'm glad that you at least remember what that is. Do you remember what it does? Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. The security gate detects metal, which means that you can't bring anything metal into the prison and take it out. Oh. Precisely. If there's a metal weapon, it cannot have been taken off the premises. And nor can it have been brought into the prison in the first place. So we found ourselves right back where we began. Just gavel? What I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth, is that you wish me to believe that there is not a murder weapon here in the prison. And you also wish that you have to explain to me how it got here. Alright, we know that the chisel was smuggled into the prison inside a pocket chest set. But our contention is that chisel is not the real murder weapon. So if the weapon comes from outside of the facility... Oh, wait! Oh, wait! Maybe it's Kanis... Maybe it's Kanis' knife! Hey! Maybe it is Kanis' knife that is the real murder weapon. And the Kanis' knife was used to kill the victim, and then... Oh, and then, but like that Kanis' knife was actually part of the evidence she borrowed from wherever it is, from the police, maybe. Oh, that makes sense. So if the weapon comes in from outside the facility, then there must be a way to bring it in. The question of the hour is this: can you show me the alternate route? How did the weapon Warden Lagarde used to get into the prison? You borrow evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct? Why yes, sweetie, everything related to Kanis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I hauled these secretive scrundle into my office to talk to me. Of course, that's how. The fact that this is here shows us how a bladed object could have been brought into the facility as well. This one?
Take that!
Allow me to remind you of our conversation with Mr. Kanis yesterday. Yes, it was but one of my bells. One and only two in existence. She talks to Fel Scrundle to get freaky. Sure. Just two. Yeah, two and only two. One for my knife and one for my beloved Emute. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide after all. And I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken away from me. So you see, there's a way for objects to be brought into the prison and scrutinized as the part of the evidence Warden Lagarde borrowed from the police. What? Mr. Kanis' knife was part of the evidence in the case against him, so that evidence was here in the prison. Not only that, but the knife has a certain bell attached to it. The bell was that attached to the chisel. Correct. The killer took the bell from the knife and attached to the chisel. That can't be right. The chisel only had Miss Knight's fingerprints on it. Easy enough to explain if the killer wore gloves. She made it look as if the chisel was the murder weapon, then attached the bell to it. In so doing, she makes sure that all evidence points to Mr. Kanis, who had access to the evidence from from which the bell was taken. Why, the only person to whom it has been entrusted. Who was it, sir? Who's been messing with the evidence? I believe that would be you, isn't that correct, Warden Legarde? Bell's not exactly there, you know. Anyone could have set that up.
Objection!
Big brain! Hi, Valari. Welcome in. Hey, luckily for you, that isn't quite true. These particular bells are unique because there's only 2 of them in existence, not from Timu. What? By attaching that bell to the chisel, you as good as declared yourself the killer. But you don't have any proof that the knife was ever here to begin with.
Hold it!
I don't. Not yet, anyway. Mr. Winner, I'd like you to order another search for the prison right away. Huh? But if you don't find something, that's gonna make things awkward for me. This isn't about what's convenient for you. You have to find the truth. You're the prosecutor, aren't you? Well, yeah, but, you know, it's worthless excuse of a prosecutor. If I had investigative authority, I wouldn't have be sitting on it. Anyhow, that's not my decision to make. The warden would have to authorize it. I know full well that she would do no such thing. You have the power to insist on the search. Use it. Sorry, darling, but not without that evidence. The goddess of justice cannot bestow her blessing on those who lack proof to support their claims. Oh wow, that's bullshit. Our work here is done. The rest of this matter will have to be settled in the courtroom. What bullshit? No. If we gave Legarde the opportunity, she will destroy whatever evidence is left. I have to object. I have to stop them. She's so set on that courtroom, exactly. But what do I say? I don't have anything concrete to offer. What am I thinking? I'm never this reckless. No, I can't back down now. I gotta put everything on the line. I'm not a prosecutor right now, but I'm an associate attorney with a client to defend. Only I can save Mr. Sane. That means... even my chances are 1,000,000 to 1 is still worth a shot. It's now or never. Objection, let's go. I suppose this must be how a certain serial bluffer always feels. Let's go the Phoenix way. Regardless, I can't walk away.
Objection!
Wait your order. This had to be good, Miss Edgeworth. I've got it. Got what exactly? A real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Kanis' knife is. You really? I do. Not at all. Oh my god. If I did not know better, I would say that you were bluffing. The Phoenix way. Let's go. You warned me, your honor. I didn't know the meaning of that word. Ugh, this is terrible for my heart. The Phoenix way. There's no way you could. It's not here, I tell you. If it's not here, why are you reacting like that? If in doubt, believe in Phoenix, exactly. Well, would you be so kind to enlighten us? Where's the real murder weapon? Think, Miles, think. Somewhere not even the police would search. A blind spot in this zoo. A hiding place that the warden could be absolutely sure of. A hiding place? No. If the dog can swallow it, a gator can swallow it as well. Come on, Emmett, open up. Bark. Did she use the same trick? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade a detection could there be? Miss Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting? There's a faintest possibility I'm right. If I'm wrong, we stand to lose everything. I mean, let's go. This is where the real murder weapon is hidden. Well, let's go a little bit. Yes, a little bit. Present. Let's go. Here in the yard. Indeed. I don't believe I understand. You can explain a little more. Exactly, it is. Roar. Let's go. Roar.
Take that!
Of course. As what it must have been. Does that matter, detective? As the metal detector, sir, is reacting to the gator. What? How? That metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel. Didn't we just figure that out? It's in the murder weapon. You might recall that Mr. Kanis did hide his chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that this real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right, the murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator and that pawn over there. What? No way. We detected the presence of a metallic object during our investigation earlier. And Judge Gavel, we need to know what's inside that alligator. Understood? And we will need to summon a veterinarian. I'm sure I could get that little sweetie to open up for this. I will be happy to give it a try. Please, by all means. Wow, Regina. Wow. Warden Legade. A real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess? I have nothing to confess. As you wish, then you can simply wait and watch as your lies are exposed. Ooh. So we got it. Oh, that's a cool knife. Love it. That has to be it. It's over, Fifi Legade. The real murder weapon was bodied armor's Kanis knife, making you the only person could have killed Bronco Knight. Wow. I'm not the criminal here. It's all Kanis doing. I did the right thing. Knight was a threat. He was Kanis' dog. I cursed that despicable man, Kanis. Why did he have to live? We could have been happy forever. He ruined my paradise on earth. He ruined everything. Curse him. Curse that pitiless butcher. Curse him. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. It was... What? Wow. It was all animal. Jesus Christ. Living, breathing animals. Living, breathing foxes. And she's an inmate too. Yes, she is an inmate right now. Jeez. Prosecuted winner. The test results just come back. Winner? I guess we've been under a lot of stress. Traces of Bronco Knight's blood were found on Mr. Kane's knife. Just like you said, sir. Congratulations on a stunning victory. Thank you, officer. Excellent work. You can continue complimenting me if you like. Yes, sir. Winner wins again. I think I'm welling up a little. Of rage. Oh, adding your name in the group project at last. Excellent work, Eusens. A few loose ends to tie up and we're done. Huh? What are you talking about? I just solved the case tonight. We have yet to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Kane's. It will be vital to know if the Warden the Guarded was simply jumping to conclusion on that front. Huh? Huh? There's a clueless, and there's you. Well, then I guess we'd better get back to our investigation. Alright, officer, you're with me. You're about to see the winner and win a whole lot more. Prepare to witness first-rate investigative talent in action. Yes, sir, I'm right with you, sir. Can't wait to watch you at work. It's winning time. Okay. Wow. I expect this case will cause quite a stir. The attempted murder of the president is news enough, and now his would-be assassin was murdered. The knight was never sought to kill the president in the first place. Truth is not always as important as it might seem, Mr. Edgeworth. In the eyes of both society and by law. How can you even say that? You do not have to believe me, however. As a prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth is obliged to accept that this is the reality of the world he operates in. Being a prosecutor is about more than proving people guilty. And that's what I believe. All free to believe as we choose, but the law is not to be toyed with our own personal goals. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences. What does that even mean? Wait, you're not gonna take his. I'm afraid I must be going now. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth. That's random. That's random. Judge Gavel is right. There must be only one set of laws for everyone. But if following the laws means sacrificing the truth, can I really do that in good conscience? Hey, walking freely, Simon. But my wife. Why is she acting so sus all of a sudden? She's kind of sus, I would say. Simon, you're out! And the monkey as well! Hi, Regina. Is everything alright? They did let you out, right? Huh? Yeah. I'm so confused about what's going on. Some guys just came and said I was free to go, and I have Mr. Edgeworth to thank. You sure do. Mr. Edgeworth found out who the real killer is. Wow, really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth. She's a sussy barker. So conflicted. Space captain. Next. Oh god. No, stop staring at me like that. I'm innocent, I swear. Don't pull the rug out from under me now. Stop it, silly. It's true, he saved you. So say thanks already. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth, thank you. And a great big Regina berry, thank you from me too. It's the same talking directly to me. Small victories, I suppose. Can I just ask one question, Mr. Attorney? Sure. I'm not actually an attorney though, but... Bronco was my friend. No, my best friend. I had trusted him, but now... Well, it's just... I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate someone enough to want to kill him. If he kept something like that from me, he never really trusted me, did he? That's not true, Simon. Of course he trusted you. No, he didn't. If he had just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have told him that hate never helps. That he had to let go of all that stuff. All that what stuff? I think you're forgetting something. Should I show the thing that proves Knight trusts him? I guess this one.
Take that!
It is the chess set I brought for him. Knight had a hidden chisel inside. I imagine he meant to use it to escape. But what? You mean he was using me? Oh, so he didn't know that. I see. I thought he knew that was he tried to hire Chisel for Bronco or something like that. He believed in you. He knew he could count on you to bring it, and that you would never be so untrusting as to look inside. Imagine that boy not telling you. He was hoping he could keep you from getting caught up in his mess. Oh, Bronco, why didn't you tell me? At least you understand now, right, Simon? I'm sure he does. He might not show it, but Simon's no dummy. That's why he made us a good target. He trusted people too much. Exactly. A good night's sleep and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow. Oh my god, Regina. I love her for this. It's like, oh, it's no big deal. Everything's fine. You just need a good night's sleep and you will forget that your friend actually got murdered in the prison. Yeah. That's not as complimentary as complimentary as you think it is. Sniffle. I will try. I have to. For Bronco, I have to show him that I've become the best animal trainer out there. That's the spirit. Okay, that's creepy. What the fuck? That's creepy, Remy. Oh, I almost forgot. But doing a new show soon. If you love, I love you if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. Oh hey. Oh hey. Hey, he's here. Oh, this familiar face. Oh, I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one. That's right. The Berry Lick Circus is the biggest, most fabulous event in town. Yeah, you have autos of fun. Sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, we have to go. Well, I'll think about it. Alright, Simon, we got some training to do. I think it's time you and Regin got acquaintance. What? Regin the tiger? No way, I can't. No. You'll be fine, silly. You'll never meet a nicer kitty cat. I can't. Good job on solving this case. Finally, we solved the case. Please, Regina, anything but that, please. Not a satisfied customer. Eddie Fender did not do anything in here. But okay, and try to gaslight his intern to do every work for him while he's taking the credit. Well, that was really something, Smiles. Talk about pulling it out of the bag. Could have done it without you, Fender. Without your timely intervention, she would have gotten away. Besides, I have you to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place. Awesome detective work. Yes, awesome. Edgy Worth. Let's go. Oh, stop it. Pat me on the back any harder and you're gonna make me blush or topple over. I suppose it would be asking too much for you to take this seriously. Seriously, Miles? My friends, I'm always serious. Anyway, how does it feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney after all. Be an attorney. Gotta say, I had a blast. Remind me of the good old days. Like Gregory was standing right there beside me. Haha, been a zillion years since I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job. That's good. Bittersweet? Not sure. Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into a defense game full time? Yeah, no. Excuse me? You know, pick up where Gregory left off. Get out there and actually help people. Hey pal, don't get any big ideas. Mr. Edgeworth ain't about to switch sides. Why not coming over to the light side or the rage? Everyone's doing it these days. Come on, Fender. You know it's not about that. Chill, team, chill. Don't get twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question. Hey, one, the heck you were? Hey, looks like you've got a mean defense team there for you, Miles. Fender, I'm a prosecutor. Yep, and I'm Natani, and you could be one too. I'm serious. Well, I've said my piece. If you change your mind, just you know who to call. I'll be waiting. Well, well, well. That was fun. Follow in my father's footsteps. Could I really do such a thing? Oh my god, it's all edgy. I'm gonna be a defense Atani, just like my dad. Oh, it's Papa! It's Papa Gregory! An Atani like my father. Me. Oh well, looks like we gotta get a case with Papa, at least. Let's go! That's the end of this chapter! That was wonderful. Love it, as always. Thank you so much for staying around, everyone. We're gonna wrap up in here. That was a lovely story. Although I still think like there is something around, you know, the motive was about a little bit weird, I would say, like on this one, but that's a good plot twist. Love it. Zam. Hi, Mello Mello. We're wrapping up, but good seeing you as always. All right, so I will see you guys around. Thank you so much for staying around. If you're new here, as always, we wrap up with me posting my own YouTube with all my VODs, Instagram with all my arts, and also Discord where you can find me off stream if I'm not online. You're welcome to reach out. So yeah, thank you so much for staying around, everyone. Take good care of yourself. We will come back to this game, but I kind of want to, like, you know, play some more other games as well, so we can find out what we have left in the pot and see what we gotta play next. I will see you all around. Take good care and bye bye.